It was only yesterday that we arrived in Aswan, and in a blink of an eye, we have to bid goodbye to this pearl of Nile. Although our stay is short, but it has been a pleasant and enjoyable one, and now it's time to make a move to Luxor to explore more gems of Egypt. Okay, but before that, are you guys subscribed to this channel yet? If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button and support these channels so we can produce more travel videos like this in the future. So have you clicked it yet? If you have, then let's resume our video. Before we begin our long journey to Luxor, I'm getting myself some snacks and drinks.
Nak minum susu lah. Apa tu? Oh, susu pisang. Kita try dulu. Susu pisang. Susu ini.
والتي خسرها امام الجزائر. في الساعه المقبله.
Roti dah banyak.
So after I've taken all the snack and drinks that I wanted to buy for our trip to go to Abu Simbel, then I went to the cashier to pay for it. For the snacks, I bought Shipsy and milk, the banana milk and water. Because I turned off my camera, so let me explain what happened. I didn't expect that it would be full of drama, but anyway, so I went to the cashier to pay for it. The one bottle of mineral water, 1.5 liter. Yesterday, we went to the same shop last night and we paid Khamsa Gene for that bottle of water, and usually throughout Egypt, that's the standard price, Khamsa Gene. But he wants to charge me for 10 Gene, which is double of the price, guys. And it's not that I don't have money to pay for it, it's because last night, the same shop but different cashier sell it to us for 5 Gene, and then suddenly another man is the cashier today and he wants to charge me for 10 Gene. It totally doesn't make sense. And I also bought potato chips equivalent to Lay's. It is Shipsy, and in Shipsy packaging there's already written 5 Gene, guys, 5 Gene. And he also wants to charge me for 10 Gene, and similar for that small carton of milk, he wants to charge me basically 10 Gene for everything. So that was totally ridiculous, guys. He's like double charging for everything. And I told the shopkeeper, no, it's okay, I don't want to buy them. And then the cashier start like throwing away the Shipsy, the milk and the water. And because I spent quite some time to argue on the price. You guys did see my video last night, right, about how to bargain, right? This is like basically, I was like actually trying to pay the right amount, because it really doesn't make sense, guys. Because we go to the same shop yesterday, we paid only 5 Gene and he's double out everything for us. And I was taking quite a long time while everyone is loading their luggage onto the van for our trip to Luxor, and suddenly Ustaz come to rescue me. And he joined into the bandwagon to argue with the shopkeeper on the price, and ultimately, because that shopkeeper doesn't want to reduce the price to what it should be, so I said no. And then he started like throwing away the Shipsy, the potato chips, the water and the milk. It's like this. Let's see, like this, right? Like this. He did it like this. Like this, guys. Like this. Like this. Okay, so Ustaz come to rescue me, and I said no. I'm just too angry that I don't want to buy anything, so it's okay. I don't mind not eating snacks and drinks. You know what I do? I went back to the hotel and then I bought like 1 or 2 mineral water, and it is even cheaper. I think just like 6 Gene, something like that. Because the standard rate is Khamsa Gene, guys. I mean, I could understand if it's like upscale or more, some place more expensive, like the hotel could charge more. Even the hotel charged me 6 Gene, that is acceptable. Not like just a small shop on the streets and you want to double charge for me everything. And of course, I was speaking in Arabic with him. It's not that I don't know how to read Arabic, guys. So don't fool me when it's already written on the sign, on the label is Khamsa, but you are charging me for Ashraf. how could that be? So after I buy the water and then I go back in front of the hotel and suddenly, you guys, the same shopkeeper who I got into fight just now is the one who's gonna be our driver.
Yelah, tadi yang tolong ni kan sebelah ni. Dia dua orang ni lah yang kita gaduh.
iya dua tadi.
Aduh.
هو مصحاب البلد ما انتم مشايخ عرب.
They are like multitasker, okay? They could be shop owner, they could also be a driver, they could also be like the tourist agent. And I told Ustaz, because Ustaz is our travel agent that we deal with and he has to be in touch with the Egyptian driver. So he said they only contacted the agent. They don't know who's gonna drive and pick us up. So the agent in Egypt will assign the driver that would take us. So and suddenly it's the same person that we got into the fight just now. I was like, oh my god, are we going to be safe for our trip to Luxor? And for me, if in Malaysia, obviously if I already got into fight with someone, I don't know if I could still face them, and that person is the one that gonna take us, the whole family, to Luxor. Oh my god, guys, and there are two of them actually, the shopkeeper. But anyway, our journey continues.
We are leaving our hotel and we are taking a van to go to Luxor, and if you can see over there, they put our luggage on top of the van.
As you guys can see, it's a little bit unique here in Egypt because they load our luggage, everything on top of the van. So it really depends on what type of van that we use. There are the one that we use, the Toyota Hiace. They have the luggage at the back, but this one may be a smaller van. For all the luggage, they put it on top of van. That's totally new. I have never seen this before. He could climb those ladders on top to tie our luggage. What say in the middle of the road? What if our luggage suddenly fall off from the roof of the van? What would happen, guys?
We are on our way to Luxor and the van took the route along the Nile River, and on the right side of the road we can see there's a lot of small farm that planted vegetable like cabbage and onion. I think I saw full the fava beans, and there are a lot of dates here, but I don't think it is in season now. And let's see what else we can see along our way. There are plenty of options if you want to go to Luxor from Aswan. You can either take a bus, train. If you want to go on adventure, you can give it a try to take the microbus, the Tramco. And another way to travel from Aswan to Luxor is you can travel with the cruise, but the cruise, they have a specific date for departure from Luxor to Aswan, so you really have to do your own search and look which date is available for the cruise.
The past 2 days of our travel in Aswan, we could see that Egypt's past and current civilization thrive because of Nile River. Seeing these greeneries in contrast to the desert made me realize that Nile River is definitely a gift from Allah to the people who live along the river due to His love and mercy. From the Nile, the people of Egypt can grow crops, they could drink and live from it, and without the Nile, this will be just a barren land of sand and dust. I had not traveled anywhere else in the world along the river as far as 1,000 kilometers like this, guys. But since this is the longest river in the world, the view has never ceased to amaze me. However, there are also rough days when the Nile could also brought adverse effects of flood to the area. As we could see in my previous video, Philae Temple and Abu Simbel temples had to be relocated to higher locations to avoid further damage of being submerged by the river. These are typical houses in Egypt, and the shape is like a box, and in front of their house they have a zikr sign saying Allahu Akbar and Alhamdulillah, which is a good thing because they remind others to Allah.
Oh, seriously, I thought got problem with our van. Suddenly our driver left into the desert. Tak, dia cari something tu. Mana isap rokok kat situ, terpadam lah kat luar. Ya, dia cari something ni untuk atas tu.
Since the last 3 days, we've been travelling endlessly, and Alhamdulillah, today we get another chance to see those lovely streaks of golden hours as the sun slowly disappearing into the western desert.
It's already 6:30 p.m. I think it's around 3.5 hours since our journey from Aswan. We are somewhere in the middle of desert. We have around 1.5 hours to reach Luxor. I don't know why it takes so long. And our driver just now took a countryside road rather than the highway, the big highway. And earlier the road was a little bit bumpy, and it's already getting dark now. So I'll update you guys when we reach Luxor later on. Tengok sini kamera. Selamat datang ke Luxor. Ahlan bikum ila Al-Aqsar. Aqsar? Al-Aqsar. 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 Dalam bahasa Arab. Aqsar. Sorry guys, it was a little bit chaotic yesterday when we arrived at the hotel. I think the journey took around 5 hours. It was a bit longer than I expected because I was told that it should only take 4 hours because the driver took a countryside road and it was a little bit bumpy, and most probably because of that. And when we arrived here, it was a little bit chaotic because there's a lot of luggage to be unloaded from on top of the van, and I didn't record all of that because we were too tired yesterday. We spent the whole journey sleeping inside the van until we arrived here. It was around close to 8:30 when we arrived here.
The situation when we arrived at Luxor was quite chaotic, and I didn't record it because the van driver, he parked his van at the main road, and for the hotel we have to walk like 20 meters to the hotel because it's not on the main side of road. You have to walk on an alley. Vehicles cannot go in. So it was quite chaotic when the driver was trying to unload our luggage from the rooftop of the van, and then many people like kids in Luxor come and swarm to me basically. One person is trying to sell some goods, the souvenirs, stickers, whatever. Another person trying to grab our luggage. She wants to take it to the hotel, and I don't even know if that kids work for the hotel that we'll be going to. So it was quite chaotic to manage the crowd, and I even got angry. I told them no, I don't want to buy that everything, and he just doesn't seem to understand what I said. I said that I don't want to buy anything, just stay away from me, just go away, I told them. But he keep like swarming, grabbing my arm and everything. It was so chaotic, guys. But Alhamdulillah, we arrived safely to our hotel. One amazing thing that I realized in Egypt is that although the Egyptian or the Arabics, they seem kind of tough, like let's say in Malaysia, we are not as rough of them. We are all soft spoken, the Malaysian. But here in Egypt, the men, they speak very rough, you know. And then when you got into fight, they can suddenly become angry, and then only one word, let's say mention the name of Allah, and then they will come normal again. You become like good friends again. Something like that. It's similar like the one you watched the movie. I cannot remember what is the movie, that Indonesian movie shot in Egypt. What is that? Wait, hang on. So, if you guys have seen the Verses of Love, Ayat-Ayat Cinta, the scene in the MRT, in the train, where there's a fight between an Egyptian with the heroine, and suddenly, when they were fighting, and then someone said, I think Fahri, the hero said, Sallu ala Nabi, which means give blessing and salutation to Nabi. And all of them were giving salawat. So that's basically how is their culture. I was quite shocked because in Malaysia, nobody can stop you when you're fighting, and especially tell anybody to speak Sallu ala Nabi. It doesn't happen in Malaysia. That is a very rare sight, but that is very true in Egypt, okay? I find it quite amazing because someone who's like so angry and suddenly he can cool down with just like someone asking them to give salutation to our Prophet. So that's totally amazing, guys. And one more thing, because before we start our journey, then the driver went to the gas station to refill the fuel, and what Ustad do is that Ustad went and buy the same thing. He bought him drinks and snacks and even like the milk, like the one that I wanted to buy but I couldn't buy it just now. So Ustad buy it and give it to him, and suddenly they can talk normally like good friends. I was so amazed with that, guys. In Malaysia, do you guys think you guys can do that? Are you guys cool with that? I mean, you just got into fight with that guy like intensely, and then suddenly you can speak normally without any ill intention. I find it so amazing, guys. That's so amazing. So for those of you who have watched this until the end, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see our tour in Luxor. We will visit more interesting places here. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and do click the subscribe button, okay? See you in the next episode. Assalamualaikum wa ma'assalama.